Alright, so in this video I'm going to actually install the L20B in the Datsun and get it all put into place. Some things that I had issues with on this were the motor mounts. The motor mounts took a very long time to get into place. What ended up happening is I finally ended up sort of greasing up the motor mounts and just putting a big giant pry bar on it, which I don't think I actually got on video, but took a big giant pry bar and just sort of wedged it until the engine sort of just rotated probably 1 or 2 degrees, probably 1 or probably 1 degree, so that way I could get it all lined up and get it mounted in. But yeah, very happy that the engine is back in, and in the next couple episodes you'll see me put in the exhaust and a couple other things. You'll see me messing around with the piece of wood right now. That's me trying to just wedge it into place. Whenever I cut the transmission tunnel out, so that way I could get the shifter in, make for sure that you check to see where your lines that run through there are. There's some brake lines that run through right by there, and you don't want to cut into those and then have to replace a whole bunch of hard lines. During this portion of the build, I actually had to run to Ace Hardware multiple times to try to get the right size of bolts. The bolts I had for the transmission mount were way too long and were pushing up into the passenger's compartment, so I ended up having to take them out and switch them out to a shorter bolt that have the same thread type. So what this says is that I need to put the coolant in, Okay, so open header, don't have coolant in it quite yet. I'm going to see if it starts up. Here's hope. Oh, bless you. Okay, well that's a good start. We started as a like whatever I've done to it. Okay. So I don't have something right in the starting chain, which is not surprising. Luckily it's a Datsun. Work, but we'll see what I did wrong. I'm going to look at and start doing, like, checking the wiring for the starters solenoid, see what I did wrong there, and then I'll let this battery charge for a while and go from there. Yeah, it's not a bad first start. I was a little bit upset by the weak coil, but that very well could just be the fact that the battery's weak right now. So thanks for watching. We'll bring you back here in a few minutes, hopefully. Well, for you it'll be instantaneous. Alright, so it's been a couple days since I've updated. I've actually worked on the car a little bit throughout the evenings, just trying to tinkering on the wiring. It actually turned out to be a problem with the distributor. I had an extra single points distributor in the upper, like in all of my parts that came with the car. So I was able to actually change to the other distributor, single point, and fire it right up. I also had some issues where I had put the number 1 spark plug wire one off, and so instead of being the firing order from top dead center being 1 3 4 2, it was 2 1 3 4, so nothing was happening. So I'll go ahead and start it up for you, and you can hear the car run for a second, and then I'm going to continue putting the car back together. But yeah, so excited to have the car actually in a spot where it's actually sort of working. So hopefully this car won't make me a liar here in a second whenever I try to start it up. Don't know why it sort of struggles to start up, but there you go, it's running. So I should hopefully have it back out on the road and do some testing here in the next few days. But yeah. For watching, and hope you've enjoyed so far. Like what you see, go ahead, comment, like, subscribe, maybe tell me why it seems like it takes a little bit more of a struggle to get it started first off.